I mean, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. What am I going to talk about today? What am I going to talk about today? Do I want to talk? Do I need to talk? Woke up a little bit ago. There was I'm at my sister's house in Roscoe, Illinois, and I spent the night. I drove out here last night. I had some stuff I wanted to put in her garage, and I drove out yesterday and spent the day with my dad. And my sister has two little dogs. One of the dogs tends to yap a whole heck of a lot, and I heard a little yip this morning, about 6 o'clock. I interpreted that yip as it was time for me to get up and get started. The rest of the house is quiet. And I don't know. And good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Thursday morning. It is November 14th. It is 6:17 a.m. Happy Thursday. Baron Believe in Yourself sent me a rose. Well, thank you. And he also liked the live, and Pebbles followed the live creator. Thank you so much for doing that. And good morning, Chip, and good morning. Who else did I miss? Josh Ogran said good morning. Got a lot of people hopping on. I talked to a friend yesterday after I got done with my show. And I don't know, got a lot of questions, a lot of wonderings today. And part of, do I want to jump ahead? I was talking to my friend who watches this show, and I think part of the show, if the show has any charm, part of the show's charm is engaging with the audience and answering some questions and saying good morning to Angela and Baron and everybody else that's hopping on and saying good morning. But sometimes I find it challenging, and I'll be working on a thought or telling a story, and I'll have people hopping on saying, I don't know, asking questions. What's my plan for the day? Where am I going to move? Where am I going to park my scooter? What am I going to do here? And honestly, I find it distracting and hard to sometimes focus on what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do. Makes me wonder, do I even know what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do? Not sure that I do. I'm not sure that I do. And when I engage with the audience, it's a lot of fun, and I edit all these videos, so I watch it, and a lot of times there's cool questions and cool things. But I also struggle, and I've always struggled, that I let too many people in and have a voice inside my head. And uh, part of the reason I started this show is I might reach out to a friend and say, "Hey, friend, I'm feeling this, this, and this today," and my friend would throw an opinion or an advice or suggestions on a bunch of different things, and they're just trying to be good friends. Uh, but I think it's important, for me at least, sometimes you just need to talk. Sometimes you just need to talk. And you don't want everybody's opinion or worried put on you. And because if you engage with people and they're worried about where I'm going to park my scooter or trying to come up with solutions about where I'm going to park my scooter, if you engage with those people long enough, eventually their worries become yours. And I got enough of my own worries. I got enough of my own worries, I promise you, to take on anybody else's worries about me or where I'm going to park my scooter or, you know, anything else I'm doing in life. And this is all my fault because it's my show and I could turn it off anytime I wanted, not go live. I thought about this morning. I slept in the basement at my sister's house. Got a wonderful night's sleep, by the way. And thought I heard stirring around upstairs. Thought rather than doing Coffee with Ken on live on TikTok, I'd talk to my dad or my sister, who's just maybe it's a conversation that I'm having with 63 people when I'm doing my show. And maybe that's more of a conversation than I can handle and more input in my life than I want, and more worry and more fret, more all sorts of stuff. But one thing we can all certainly agree on, one thing we can all certainly agree on is this is a show I've done for quite some time. And it is a show about me talking, and it's a show about me sharing some feelings and some thoughts and some stuff. But for those that have been watching a while, you know it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I am pouring from my Purple Yeti, which was a gift from my daughters for Christmas a couple years ago, into a nearly fresh Coffee with Ken mug. It's like an original. And I'm excited to have my first sip. And my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. My niece made it last night. I was trying to explain to her how much grounds she should put into the maker. She made the pumpkin spice. She's really cute, but I think she's just getting started with her coffee adventure. And was hesitant to put as much as I said. She goes, "How many scoops?" And I go, "I don't do scoops. I just dump." And she put like 2 or 3 tiny little spoonfuls at the bottom of the strainer. I said, "No, no, no, no. You got to add more than that." And begrudgingly, she added one more. And it's okay. It's still good. It's still good. It's the pumpkin spice. I think they're all in for a surprise tonight, or this morning. They usually drink the Folgers. And I brought all my bags of coffee here. And this morning we're drinking the pumpkin spice. Oh. Jamie said they're going to miss today's talk. I'm on a little later than normal. It's because I slept in. It's because I slept in, Jamie. I'll tell you what. Something good about being with family, and you feel safe. I mean, they have a big home. She has a lot of kids. I'm in the basement where it's nice and dark, sleeping on a futon. I tell you, felt so good. And despite the fact that it's just a futon, and despite the fact that, it's a foreign place, there's something very familiar about it and welcoming about it. And felt really good sleeping last night. I'm amazed at my sister, by the way. She's working on a new career, and she's a financial planner, kind of following in her brother's footsteps, if you will, and doing well and working hard and doubting herself at times, but just doing what she has to do and working really hard, and working late and working early. Comes home in good spirits and makes dinner. Even made my futon. She's an amazing woman. So let's have a little more coffee. Oh, I don't know how much I have for you today. I don't know how much I have for you. It's Thursday morning. I've got a lot of stuff going on over the next several days. It'll be okay. It'll all be okay. I have it laid out. As a guy that struggles with anxiety and worry and fret and fear, I look at each of the things I got to make it to, and as a scary series of events, as if I'm fighting a lion, as if fighting a lion, when it's just going to a couple interviews, a basketball game, work, picking up kids, going to church, checking them into the playroom. Again, when you think too far ahead, I think you get anxious, right? I do. And I don't know if everybody does. I don't know if everybody does. I don't know if everybody gets frozen with fear of what's coming down the pipeline. And, yeah, I don't know if everybody does. Jimmy feels that every day. I wonder if that's the normal, Jim. Okay, Highland says we all do. Yeah. Again, I have my days lined up. I have one more quiet day here. Everybody's going to go off to school and off to work. It's just going to be my dad and I hanging out for the day. I mean, that's easy. Biggest plan on our day is maybe going to Starbucks. My dad likes watching Fox News more than a little bit, I'll tell you. And I cannot watch it all. I cannot watch it all. Yesterday they were announcing the Trump's cabinet picks. My dad was so fascinated by the people they were picking and was so excited about it. And I'm going, I don't even know who this guy is you're talking about. We don't even know what this cabinet position is that they're making. Oh, it's kind of interesting. Elon Musk is going to have a role, and Vivek Ramaswamy's going to have a role. But other than that, I didn't really know any of the characters he was talking about, or wasn't overly concerned about the cabinet picks. But let me tell you, my dad was. And I'm going, boy, I can't watch this all day. I'm going to go downstairs. And I just got in there, took a little nap, and woke up. It was about 2 o'clock, and went upstairs and said, Dad, you ready to go to Starbucks? If we go now, we can catch the 5. I kind of find that show a little bit interesting. But the constant coverage of every political event seems weird. And I think when we do it, we don't even know the bias that the constant coverage is putting on us. And I think we naturally think the other side is right or wrong and we're right, and this and that. But my dad does what he does. If he likes to watch Fox News, God bless him. Makes him happy, I guess. Yeah. Will the two of us be watching the Mike Tyson fight? I don't know. Is Mike Tyson fighting? Is Mike Tyson fighting? What's crazy, Jimmy says, what's crazy is that anxiety never helps, and it seems dumb when the event is over. It's a struggle. Yeah. It can even be things I'm looking forward to. Like when I go pick up my kids, I'm excited about it all week, but I'm wondering, are we going to get the car seats on time? If I pick them up at 8:30 on Sunday morning, am I going to get them back to church and checked in? Will Augie get to go into the same playroom as his sister Eve? He's 3.5 and the limit's 3, but he has Down syndrome. He's small. He wants to play with his sister. Will this all work out? What if Augie has to go to the bigger kids' room? Will he have a good time? And again, everything kind of unfolds in front of us and works out and ends up okay. But we, yeah, it's so easy to worry about every little detail, about every little thing. I got 2 interviews on Friday, and I went and bought a shirt. I'm not going to wear a suit and tie, but I'm going to wear a button-down shirt. And right now the shirt's in a bag in my car. And I'm wondering, is it going to be wrinkled? What should I do? Should I hang it up? Should I iron it? Should I do this? Should I do that? Will I look good? I'm honestly not that worried about all of that. I think I'll probably look pretty good, and the interviews will go fine. And again, I think maybe I'm more comfortable interviewing than I am the little details. Yeah. The little details, the making it to somewhere on time, or is the coffee maker at my sister's house. How am I going to get it started? I flipped the switch, but a light didn't go on either way. I pushed it up. There was no light. I pushed it down. There was no light. Yeah. I think I hear my sister upstairs. Excited to see her before she heads off to work. But I also don't want to infringe on her little morning thing. And she's such a gracious hostess. She'll want to make sure I'm taken care of and getting her kids off to school and walking the dogs and doing all sorts of things. And again, this is a big house. She's got 6 kids. They don't all live here anymore. It was interesting. I hadn't been here Um, her fourth kid went off to college this year. He's 18. And it was my first time being here with just the two that are left. And the next one's going to be going off to school next year. Life changes, things change. And yeah. Oh, is that my dad I hear talking upstairs? He's still probably talking about who the new attorney general is going to be. I don't know if anyone knows. Apparently, a guy named Matt Gaetz was nominated attorney general. Apparently, it was a very controversial pick. I don't know who the guy is. I don't know his history. It doesn't sounds like people on both sides of the aisle don't necessarily like him a whole lot. I tell you, just looking at him, I didn't like the way he looked. I didn't have the heart to tell my dad that, because he was so excited about it. So I stayed quiet, and I was accepting of my dad as who he was, and the channel that it was on as it was, and didn't try and fix, change, save anything. And yeah. Huh. Good morning, Robert Patrick. Oh, how are you? How are you all doing? It's a quiet show, and I think it can be a quiet show. If I just talk a little bit, reflect a little bit, don't necessarily engage with every commenter, even though that's part of the charm. But all things run their course, and all things evolve and change a little bit, and work out as they're meant to work out. And yeah, Sean, that's what I actually posted a video about that yesterday. Sean just said you can't change people. Yeah, I think I always tried. I think I always tried. I know I always tried, because I always thought they'd see it my way, or they felt the same way and they were just being difficult. But I've learned through this show and through life that people are who they are, and they don't see things the same way, and feel the same way about things, or look at things the same way. And it was nice hanging with my dad yesterday. You know, none of us are getting any younger. And I was just thankful that I got to spend some time and go to Starbucks and hang out with my dad, despite his fascination by the new possible attorney general. He was conference calling my brother down in Texas. I didn't have the heart to make fun of my dad, but when he was on speakerphone with my brother, I openly mocked my brother about how much they all cared. Because they do. They do. Let me tell you. It's funny. But anyway, it was strange. I wasn't able to upload. I go live pretty much every morning. And I go live pretty much every morning. And I wasn't able to upload yesterday's video to YouTube like I normally do. And it kind of frustrated me for a while. And I don't know, there was a problem or an issue processing it or something. And it never got uploaded. And I had people reach out, hey, where was today's video? It's nice that somebody cared. It was nice that somebody cared. But again, I think that would have really been an issue for me or caused stress for me, but for some reason, yesterday's content is going to be lost in space, if you will, and never seen again. And although it feels like I'm losing a page of my life or a chapter of my life, got to be a reason for it. And so it's okay. But anyway, it's Thursday morning. I hear microwaves kind of shutting down and opening up, and some quiet mumbling of voices. And I appreciate hanging out with my sister and my dad and her kids, and looking forward to going seeing them and drinking some coffee and watching the hustle and bustle as kids go off to school and my sister heads off to her job and my dad gets on the couch and watches Fox News. And I'm looking forward to doing it. And yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to your day as well. And I hope you got a great night's sleep and are enjoying your week and are feeling good and enjoying your coffee, and your coffee is hot and bottomless, if you will. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.